Dealing with deadlines. Action and goals are often constrained by the time we want them to be accomplished. This time is called the deadline, and by definition cannot be crossed without consequences. It may help to remember that the term deadline historically was used for a line drawn around a prison beyond which prisoners were liable to be shot. While goals have only deadlines, actions can have both a deadline time and a scheduled time. Scheduled time is simply the time at which we decided to do something. It is usually a tentative time, meaning that if we eventually cannot do that thing at that time, we can always reschedule it for later. Scheduled time for actions is in general something we decide on our own without much dependency on others. On the other hand, a deadline usually implies commitment and formal agreement with others, and crossing it will require significant renegotiation with ourselves and others. Sometimes deadlines cannot be renegotiated at all, like the expiration of an insurance policy or the last day for applying to a job. Let us see how we deal with formal deadlines using Kairos Todoist. Consider, for example, that we want to apply for a job offered by the National Trust. The application deadline is on the 31st of March. As you see, the Has Deadline label is applied to the action to express the fact that it has a deadline. Then, a new item is added to as a nested task we label deadline. Note that the action has a scheduled time, which is different from the date of the deadline and can change provided that it stays within the deadline. Finally, there is a simpler way to define a deadline for an action without adding a new item. Simply include the deadline date in the name of the action and apply the Has Deadline label. Then schedule the action at a sensible date before the deadline. We recommend this simple format for all actions like payments, subscription, renewals, etc., which do not need planning to be made. They are just reminders to do straight actions. Many of the deadlines can in fact be defined once for all in our life framework, as they consistently recur throughout the years. At Weekly Review, there is a step concerned with reviewing the deadlines. Here is how it looks like. You can list all formal deadlines listed in order of expiration. Note that only if you use separate deadline items, you can have them listed in order of expiration date. That's all you need to know about formal deadlines for now. More information on how to see urgent actions as a way to implicitly set deadlines is dealt with in a different tutorial.